Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Job Shop USA. My name is Keith and I'm your host today. We have a project in here, and this happens to be, I think, a 1940s, 1950s vintage thermostat. I'm not sure what vehicle. It doesn't matter. It's a thermostat housing. And I have a simulated gasket, or a new gasket with the dimensions that they want to play with. And they gave me a thermostat which will register into it. Now you can see how far corroded that surface is. At first the customer thought they would just want this planed flat and smooth. And if we did that, we're going to be changing the height and a few other things in here, but we're going to be just making this wall thinner and thinner, and also not coming in with the right pressure to actually hold the thermostat down against the block like it needs to be. So we're going to set this up and we're going to braze this surface. I'm going to use my weld positioner here because I'm going to have to rotate this around, because I'm going to bring or close that diameter of the bore, because there's not enough meat to come in and under support underneath the thermostat. All right, I got a few things here. We're using our number 2 high flux or high temp flux, low fuming brazing rod. That's all I use, just general purpose. All right, those are my 2 go-to items, and oxygen and acetylene. We're gonna get set up here, gonna bring you in, we're gonna put a face shield on you, and we're gonna braze this piece up. I got you zoomed in over here, and I'm gonna go ahead and put my scale across here, and that's supposed to be flat and level across there, okay? And of course you can see how much is really lost there. I'm going to take my rotary burr. Yeah, I've sandblasted this, but I want to take the rotary burr to get down to some clean materials, and also in these crevices down in here that I'm sticking my fingernail down into, okay? Those tend to actually, if you leave this thing sitting out for a little bit, just the moisture in the air will show you that it really develops rust down in those areas. So even though you sandblasted it and it looks clean to the eye, silver, it still has some deep embedded soft spots is what I call it. And I want to go ahead and rotary burr and get those clean, get it down to hard metal, and that's what we're going to braze to. Okay, with our surface all in here cleaned out, and you can see I've got this down to good solid material. This bore here is about 2,400, and we got to get that down to about 2,150. All right, so we're gonna be putting a couple beads and shrinking that bore down as well. So it's opened up, the face is concaved, and we need to have a surface that would register the thermostat in the cap itself, the thermostat housing. I've got a blanket wrapped around the part. We're in the weld positioner with the flange facing straight up, and I'm going to slowly preheat this casting up to where I think it's going to be a good temperature to braze. Okay, I'm starting to see purple around there just because I'm getting close to it. There's about 550 degrees right now, so I'm going to go ahead and just warm it a little bit more, and then I think I'm going to be able to start. I'm going to have to get my face shield on and put some gloves on here. Okay, got my rod. I'm going to preheat and dip this into my flux. Because the first thing we're going to do is we're going to heat this up, and then we're going to start fluxing it, and then we're just going to work our way around it. Okay. We're just going for a nice uniform layer. Making sure that it's joining really well. We're going out and we're going to put a little bit on these ears as well. Trying to get that outside border shape completely full so we know that the outside of the housing is going to be uniform as well. That looks like it. Okay, now we need to go ahead and close the bore some. So that's where we're going to take him. We're going to bring the weld positioner down. Okay, I'm going to turn the heat down so I can control my bead and see if this is going to be low enough. And I really shouldn't need too much flux here. We still got something burning in there pretty good. That's all right. All right. There we go. We want it to go in as far as we can. So we're really trying to overhang it on that inside. Okay, let's see which direction we are. Neither right now. Let's test that one. Okay, that's in the right direction. This reminds me, they just had sandcastles at Rivera Beach in Boston there. Or I should say in Massachusetts, near Boston. Because this is nothing more than like drip castle. Kind of what it reminds me of. A little bit of flux in here because I can see it's not really like sitting over the edge there. And I want to make sure it grabs that back side. Okay, now we're going to have to crank it up a little bit too, because it's angled. Okay. All right, you're still in the position there too? Okay. And we're right back at the beginning again, or at least we will be right after I run about 3 more little beads here. Okay, quick scale, about 2/200 on our ID there. So we're going to go ahead and make one more round, and then we're going to bring it up, and then we're going to level the face off to match the bore. All right, here we go. I'll move my foot pedal over a little bit. Getting a little short there. Okay, we're happy with the bore. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to fill that bore dimension flush with our highs on this face here. I don't need that no more. Okay, here we go. And give it just a little bit more gas here. Okay. You just want to float it right into that bore diameter. Keep the heat up on top, and the bore will keep its shape. Okay, I like that. I don't see, there's no flies on that. Oh, I'm sorry, you still got your face shield on. Okay. All right, and we're just gonna quickly hold this up. Plenty of meat, plenty of meat. Well, that was another brazing demonstration here at Job Shop USA. My name's Keith. Thanks for stopping in and visiting with us. Until next time, get her done.